Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. I'm Nick Reeves, and in this episode we're looking at quite a well-known aeroplane. This here is the probably quite recognisable tail end of a Wot4 XL, a 60 odd inch, I think, wingspan Wot4. This one I've only recently pulled out the loft. It was put up there a while ago for reasons that I'll come to in a minute. But the reason I'm getting it down is a friend of mine, his grandson's just started flying his, and Ewan wants to start flying this one. So I thought I'd get it down, give it a bit of a overhaul, and sort out the problem for which I put it away in the first place. This particular model is powered by a DLE20. It's had a wraparound silencer on it, but it has currently got a can strapped down the side. If I'm honest, I can't remember if I actually flew it with the can on or not, but it's certainly going to be a lot quieter and hopefully a bit more powerful. So the reason why I put it away in the first place is the tailplane and the elevators had an issue. Now the elevators are actually really bowed, so when I was flying it I was getting major trim changes and I couldn't figure out why until I started looking at them. So if you imagine the tailplane is set neutral and the elevators are neutral, but the tail of the elevators comes up, giving it up trim. So what I'm going to try is heating up the covering on the bottom. I don't hold out much hope because this covering is never that good. So I suspect what I'm going to have to do is initially take all the covering off the elevators and the tailplane, see if I can flatten out the elevators. If I can't, I'm going to have to make new elevators and recover the whole lot. Now the reason why I'm taking the covering off the tailplane is, obviously I'm taking a bit off here. The tailplane was moving a hell of a lot. It's got a lot of flex in it. So I wanted to make sure there wasn't something broken under there. I don't think there's anything major broken. I think it's just made from soft balsa. But what I'm going to do is, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there is like a hardwood spar they put through the tailplane. Because on the early ones, these tailplanes were just disintegrating in midair. So I'm going to run some thin sino into all those joints, try and stiffen it up a little bit and just give myself a peace of mind, and then as I said, recover the whole lot. I'm hoping I don't have to make new elevators, but if I do, it's not too much of an effort. The biggest issue will be shaping them, because these have got quite a nice taper on them, down to what, 1/8 of an inch thick. But that's the plan for this, and then once I've got that done, give everything else an overhaul, take the tank out, new plumbing, new clunk, etc, etc. Check all the servos, generally give it a spring clean and a good sort out, and then we should be able to get it up in the air for Ewan to have a play with. I think it'll be the first petrol model he's flown, but I think it's a good step for anybody. This combination is a great combination for anybody wanting to get into petrol models. There's a DLE20. It's not overpowered, but I can prop hang it. You know, it's got adequate power for anybody that wants to fly a sports model like this. So for now, that'll be it. I'll come back and add some more to this video once we've got a bit more progress done, or if and when I find out any other problems. So for now, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so taking all the covering off. It's going to be quite difficult, I think, for you to see there, but what I've discovered is that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can fix the elevator issue in situ and recover it. By hand, I can move the elevators straight. So what I might do is soak them, or steam them, clamp them straight, let them dry out, see how they are, and then possibly run some glue into them, some really thin glue, to try and hold them in position while they're clamped. But more worryingly, I mentioned a minute ago about the spar that's in here. There's nothing holding the spar to the tailplane. There's no glue in there, there's nothing. So the whole tailplane, where I thought it was moving, it's moving around that spar. So one of the first things I'm going to do is get some really thin super glue, run that around all the joints, and hopefully that will hold it. I'll put a bit, stop the glue coming all the way through, because this spar is full depth. On the top side, I'm going to put some electrical tape across the joint, so that any glue that comes through doesn't spill out everywhere, and keep it smooth. And then run the glue in from underneath. I want to get some really thin glue to do that. So yeah, it's not a total loss yet. Only thing we have had is I've had to destroy a screw to get the elevator horn off. That's why I can replace them. I probably will replace them anyway because they're a bit rusty for some reason. You can probably see as well these black marks. It looks like at some point this has got damp and started to go mouldy. I'm not worried about that. I suspect before it fails its structural test, someone who's lurking not too far away will probably plant it into the ground. So as I said, I'm not too worried about that just now. It's all superficial stuff. So yeah, I'll come back to you once I've got a bit more done. Okay, so moving on with this refurb of the Wot4 XL. Spent quite a bit of time thinking about where to go with this. We talked about in the previous segments of this video the elevators. I was hoping to straighten them, recover them in situ. Might be able to see I took a bit of a decision on that. And these are the offending items. These are the elevators I've taken off. I don't know if you'll be able to see that well. I'm trying to find the worst bit. Okay, so this is the reason why I've taken them off. Okay, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but they're bowed and I can't straighten them for I can physically straighten them by hand, but I can't keep them straight. So, cut them off, and we have a new pair. Made from the same thickness of wood, but what I'm not going to do is these ones are tapered. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see, focus on that. These are tapered from the leading edge to the trailing edge. These new ones are just going to be 1/4 inch all the way through. I'm going to round off the trailing edges a bit, but I'm not worried about how it looks. Cutting the elevators off has also meant that I'll be able to do a better covering job on the tail end. I won't be sort of doing a patch repair, it'll be a full recover. As a bit of a side note, I was looking through some photos earlier today and I came across some photos of this model just before I put it away into the loft. And it was nearly 4 years ago it's been set up in the loft. Well, nearly 4 years ago I put it away in the loft and it's been sat there ever since. So it's about time that it's got round to getting some glue and covering thrown at it and getting airborne again. So yeah, got to cover these elevators, cover the tailplanes, get the elevators on. Not sure yet whether to use the original horns or not. Gonna put new bolts in because these ones are rusty for some reason. But I don't know whether to use new horns. I might just go with the same ones. They're perfectly adequate for the job. Other than that, once the tail end here is done, I can give everything a quick once over on the airframe. Check out the plumbing because it's been sat for a while. I have got to change the prop because there's a chunk taken out the back edge of it. It's a wooden prop. So I've got, again, I don't know if you'll be able to see, I store my props up here in the rafters, just on screws. I've got another prop there. Currently got a 17.8 on it. The only one I've got close to is a 17.6, so it'll fly fine on that, just won't have as much top end, but it'll have more vertical punch. So I just need to, I'll be able to fly it this weekend on that, or hopefully this weekend on that, but I need to get another 17.8 because that's what it likes. The other thing is I can't remember if I've actually flown the airplane on the can that I've got fitted to it. I can't remember if I did or not. I don't think I have, so it'd be interesting to see how loud it is or how much quieter it is with the can fitted. Because my Dealey engines, they're great engines, but they come with what have been commonly referred to as noise deflectors. They're not mufflers, they're not silencers, they just deflect the noise in one particular direction. So having a can on it should make it quieter, should make it more powerful. It's not an expensive can, it's just a cheap eBay 20 to 30cc can. But it should help it a bit. As I say, this model isn't a pride and joy model, it's well, hopefully for Ewan it'd be an introduction to petrol models for him. He's flying his Acrowat just now, flying that really well, so I can't see any reason why he won't be able to fly this. Teaching him some throttle management. But I need to get it finished first. So the next bit will be, hopefully be, once this is covered, fitted, ready to go. And hopefully that'll be in the next couple of days. It's today, it's the evening of, what day are we today? Must be Tuesday today. I can't think. Yeah, it's Tuesday today. So hopefully I better get it ready for the weekend. Plenty of time. I might even have time to order a new prop, have it arrive. But yeah, the next segment will be hopefully ready to go. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so Wot4 XL. Been going through these segments. Need a full refurb at the tail end. We've got there. We're done. I have stripped the elevators off, made new elevators, recovered the whole lot. Because the elevators were off, I've totally recovered the tailplane. I was just going to kind of do a patch repair on the covering, but it's a whole new covering. New elevators, rehinged. Original horns been used because they were right. New bolts though, new stainless steel M2 bolts to hold the elevators on. It's all been checked out. The whole airframe's good. The airframe as a whole has been had a going over. It's got a new receiver. It had a Futaba receiver in before. It's now got a Spectrum. I'm not having any battles as to what's best. It's just what I'm flying. All the controls are good. It's basically now going to be ready for its remaiden tomorrow. Me and Ewan are going to a flying tomorrow at another club I've never flown at before. So it should be good. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a project. I hope somebody's learnt something from it maybe. It's an easy thing to, it's an easy fix to do if you have that sort of issue with an aeroplane. So yeah, till the next video, and catch you later. Thanks for watching the video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I've just shown you. Click on my face down here. You can subscribe. Remember to tick the bell so you get notifications as to when new videos are put up. And down this side, there'll probably be some videos that you might also like to watch. Catch you next time.